I thought I had the rule book for late Cretaceous Patagonia figured out. It was pretty simple. Be a giant dinosaur or get out of the way.
Right.
But the discovery we're diving into today just rips that page out. We're looking at Kostensuchus atrox, a massive 70-million-year-old crocodile relative from Argentina that rewrites the food chain.
And our mission here is to really get why this specific fossil is such a game changer. It's not just another bone fragment.
Oh.
We're talking an astonishingly well-preserved specimen. A beautiful skull, jaws, the whole forebody is there. It's the most intact, broad-snouted, parasaurid crocodiliform ever found.
So this gives us the complete picture for the first time.
It gives us the complete anatomical template of a true apex predator from that time.
Okay, so let's get the stats on this beast. How big are we talking?
I mean, it's imposing. The estimates put it at about 3.5 meters long.
So what, 11 and a half feet?
Exactly, and weighing around 250 kilograms. This was a dedicated hypercarnivore built to hunt big prey.
Probably medium-sized dinosaurs, right?
Very likely. And its name really captures that vibe. Kosten for the fierce Patagonian wind, Suchos for an Egyptian crocodile god, and atrox. Well, that just means fierce.
So a fierce wind crocodile. I love it.
Let's talk about the anatomy, because that's where the story is. What made it such a powerful land hunter was its head.
It had that really wide snout.
A very broad, robust snout, yeah. Proportionally shorter than its relatives. That width, plus this huge adductor chamber for massive jaw muscles, it means the bite force would have been just incredible.
Extra teeth?
The teeth were the real weapons, large, conical, and fully ziphidont.
Meaning they had those little serrations like a knife's edge.
Perfect for shearing through flesh and bone.
So you had this huge predator on these warm, freshwater floodplains. How did it actually stack up against the dinosaurs there? I mean, something like Mape was in the area?
It was the undisputed number 2. Mape was a bit larger, sure, but Chaetotrox was right there sharing that apex predator role. And figuring that out, defining its exact ecological niche requires some really intense data modeling and analysis.
Speaking of that kind of powerful analysis, that actually brings us to our sponsor. This deep dive is sponsored by Embersilk. If you need help with advanced AI training, automation, or even just uncovering where AI agents could make the biggest impact for your business, you should check them out at embersilk.com.
So to really appreciate what a new discovery this is, we should compare it to the Baryosuchids.
Okay, who are they?
They were the other major group of hypercarnivorous croc relatives running around at the same time. Both had serrated teeth, both had massive bite power, but they were built on completely different blueprints.
So if they both ended up as these big terrestrial killers, why didn't they just, converge into the same body type?
That's the amazing part. Evolution found 2 different paths. Baryosuchids got really specialized. They developed long, narrow, deep snouts and actually reduced their tooth count.
So more like a specialized puncture tool.
Precisely. Chaetotrox, on the other hand, kept that broad, shorter snout and a high tooth count. It was the powerful generalist. It shows there wasn't just one way to be a top land predator.
And the fossil tells us how it moved, too, doesn't it? Something about the limbs.
Yes, this is a huge clue. The forelimbs are incredibly robust, suggesting powerful grappling muscles, and the structure of the humerus and pelvis hint at a more sprawling posture, more flexible than the fully terrestrial Baryosuchids.
So maybe it was still partially aquatic, or just had a wider range of motion for ambushing.
It could be either, but it's our first real look at this kind of body plan. It's a whole new window.
So what's the big takeaway from all this?
I think it's about the profound resilience and just the sheer creativity of life. Evolution was innovating wildly, finding these powerful specialized solutions for that top predator role right up until the very end of the Cretaceous.
It really makes you optimistic, doesn't it? It shows that even in what we think of as the final moments before a huge global change, life wasn't winding down.
Not at all. It was ramping up.
It was experimenting with new forms of power. It makes you wonder what unbelievable diversity was just on the cusp of evolving, It shows this boundless potential for life to innovate and adapt no matter what challenges come its way. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.